Again, this is Tammy with Try It with Tammy, and today we are making our chicken vegetable tetrazzini. Now listen, this dish right here is real simple. Before we get started, let's go ahead, set our oven to 350 so it's already nice and hot for when our dish goes in. I promise you guys, this dish is under an hour. If you planned ahead and looked at the recipe, half of this stuff could have been done ahead of time, so it should only take 30 minutes. Promise. It's Tuesday, all the leftovers are gone almost, and you had that little leftover chicken or turkey or tuna fish or something like that. This is a quick, easy way to get rid of it. So there's no waste, okay? So what I did, I have everything here. I have my peppers chopped up. I have my chicken, my mushrooms. My family is not a mushroom eater, but I love mushrooms. And the first thing they said is, oh, it's mushrooms. But I promise you, the mushrooms, you will not be able to taste it. Blends great with the dish. And then I also have my vegetables. And with my vegetables, I didn't want to be a plain Jane. Nothing about me is a plain Jane. So I added more vegetables. The vegetables are your choice, guys. The only vegetables I wouldn't suggest is those that hold a lot of water. But other than that, choose vegetables that you like, that your family likes, or that you really want your family to eat and you have a hard time. This dish right here, I promise you, it'll make them eat everything that they want to eat, that you need them to eat, and they won't even complain. I have my asparagus in here. The only thing that I didn't do is the edamame, and that's only because we have a bean hater in the house. So I think that and cats is the only thing that like really freaks him out. So I did not do it because I'm trying to get to that till death do us part, and I don't want it to be this soon. It's only been 2 years. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead. Now, I had some already baked chicken. We don't do a lot of chicken breast. You can use any chicken. If it's chicken thighs, if you want to tear the chicken apart, you could tear the chicken apart. I just chose not to tear the chicken apart. And hey, don't talk about my chicken. It is nice. It is nice and soft. It's just, like I said, it's leftover chicken. Don't play. And it's the parts of the chicken that we really don't eat. But, when Kroger has a sale, Kroger has a sale. So I get the cheap chicken. They had the whole chicken on sale. John, I have extra mushrooms just for Corey. Since our earlier talk, he has been really mean to the diva. For those of you that know me, and know us, he knows I go into diva mode. It's really not diva mode. It's just I have to prepare. I have to prepare and get the recipe right. I don't want to be on here stuttering and acting like I don't know. So So we have all of that chopped up with your mushrooms. If you want to use sliced mushrooms, that's fine. If you want to use whole mushrooms, I really kind of wouldn't suggest whole mushrooms because then they'll overpower, but you might want to just chop them in threes or whatever. I did the caps only simply because I didn't want a lot of stems. Like I said, I love mushrooms. A couple of weeks ago, I had a mushroom burger. And when I tell you that tasted just like a hamburger, I'm going to have to try that. So maybe that'll be something that we can try with Tammy. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, since all of that is ready, mostly everything is already pre-made. Like I said, leftover chicken, tuna, any kind of seafood. Guys, let me know if you decided to go with the seafood. Say something in the comments and let me know how it turns out, okay? And so everything is already chopped up, and we are going to start with our cream base that goes on. I have already did our noodles, so I'm going to add butter. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of butter, but you know I was not good in math, so it may be just a tad bit more, but it's okay. I promise you it's going to be okay. And we're going to melt that butter down so we can add our mushrooms, okay? And you just stir. Hi, Bree Bree. How are you, Bree Bree? I see you. I'm trying to use this monitor. You know, I'm really not a TV person. Am I in the way? I'm really not a TV person, you know, even though I'm very photogenic. The producer's over there laughing. It's so funny. I know lately that people have been saying that our audio has been low, and so we've been trying to work on the audio, and we think we have it, but that means he has to be quiet. So my job today is not only to show you this dish, this chicken vegetable tetrazzini, but also to see how patient the producer can be. Okay? So now we're going to add our mushrooms. And guys, if you know anything about mushrooms, as they cook, they kind of shrink. So, but like I said, I'm not adding a lot. John, I did add a little extra. Just, you know, just a little extra. He'll be all right. So we're going to cook those until they get soft. Thank you, John. I can't wait. John has he does live streaming. So anybody interested in live streaming, and they're very, very helpful. I always tell people I'm not a techie, but I have to say that group, the live video streaming masterminds, that group, and it's another group, live streaming friends. When I tell you I have so much fun in those 2 groups, and like I say, I'm not a techie, but they don't make me feel stupid when I ask my stupid questions. So it's good. So you just want to cook those down. And once they've cooked down, you just want to transfer them over so we can make our cream sauce. But we want to make sure that the mushrooms are nice and tender for when they go inside the dish. We're just going to put these to the side. I'm going to add just a tad bit more butter. Butter is your friend. And I am using salted butter. Please use salted butter. People don't think that the taste is any different, but it actually really is. Unsalted butter is more for like baking. Maybe I could get a guest in to show me. Baking is really not my forte. Hi, Sammy. Sammy is a genius. I feel bad for calling him the boy, because he's a genius. He has 40-year-olds coming to him for advice. So I just feel bad. But the young man is a genius. He's 16 years old. And I don't know if my daughter is into younger guys, but I would definitely hook him up with my daughter, because he seems like he has a great head on his shoulders and headed in the right direction. Can't be in too much trouble because he's always finding something to do on with live streaming and media. He had a YouTube show. Sammy, what was the name of your YouTube show? Or do you want to say? I don't think he wants to say, but it was I guess it was a good show. It was on Amazon, right, Mr. Producer? It was on Amazon. So imagine 16 years old and you have your show. You have your show on Amazon. What kind of... And I'm trying to get to 100 followers. And this man is on Amazon. Okay, so we add our flour. And basically, the flour added to the butter is just making a sort of roux. And then we're going to add our chicken broth. And yes, people, I shop at Kroger. You want to add about a cup of chicken broth. Mr. Producer is really, I think he's really like, I think this is a test for both of us because I'm so quick to say shut up, but you know, I don't think that that would be professional, so I'm not going to say it. So you just want to cook this, make sure your lumps is out. You know, flour makes lumps. So you just want to make sure that your flour, the mixture of the chicken broth and the flour is nice and smooth, no lumps. Who likes lumpy gravy? So you don't want that. There we go. Oh, it was called Mac Romance. Oh, okay. There we go. Bree, I am not overreading your damn messages. See, I knew between you and Mr. Producer, one of y'all was going to make me curse. It was you. So, I'm not overreading. You bake? Yeah, I'm not a baker. That's not my forte. Baking is not my thing. So now that that's smooth, what we're going to do is add our half and half, okay? And just remember that this mixture right here is going to make the cream sauce for the tetrazzini. So, hey, it says a cup. If you want to add a little more, that's fine. I like sauce. So what we're going to do is let that cook until it comes to a light boil. And while that's cooking, what we're going to do now is mix everything together in our, ta-da, handy dandy bowl, okay? So we're going to mix our vegetables. And like I say, the vegetables, it's up to you. Put a little green. I got my peppers. And I really don't like peppers. To me, they're disgusting. But I'm going to use them today. You know, how can I tell my family to try stuff if I'm not willing to try? Right? So I'm going to add my chicken. And then, you know what, Sammy? I was thinking to have like a screen by screen where I'm cooking a dish and someone that doesn't cook, like Robert, is cooking on another screen, and it's like we compare. I think that that would be awesome. I really think, you know, comedy and a teaching moment. So we're going to have to work on that, Sammy. Thank you. So now we have our sherry cooking wine. And guys, I always have to remind you, when we are cooking with this cooking wine, it is not to drink. It's not to drink. I'm sorry, I had a family member, and when I tell you that she would drink anything, even the cooking sherry, she did it. I'm going to mix this up. just mix it up in the bowl here before I add my spaghetti. Now, I did not use spaghetti. I used fettuccine noodles. I'm going to break up my chicken just a little. I used fettuccine noodles only because I wanted it a little bigger. I wanted the noodles to be a little bigger. Make it seem like not spaghetti, you know. So, I'm just breaking up my chicken a little bit because these are some super big chunks of chicken. So, you want to mix that all up. What I put in here is the sherry. If you don't have sherry, it's okay. You can add water to the mix. All it is just making sure that the vegetables are moist. Everything is kind of moist because once we put it in the oven, you know, you don't want everything to dry out. So, and although we're making the sauce, which is coming along just great. You know, you don't want to. And my noodles, I did ahead of time to preserve them. I did add olive oil. Growing up, that was one of the things that I learned when I learned how to cook is to preserve stuff. Sammy, we can't have music. They done blocked all my dang on videos. But maybe if you could come up with a original sound soundtrack. What is it called? Soundtrack? Or then I would really appreciate it. But they have blocked all my music. You know, I'm Beyonce's sister. And you know that hussy won't even let me play her. So it's like, it's crazy. I can't. So now that that's mixed up, as you can see, it's a nice little mixture. You see all the vegetables. We're going to add it to our baking dish. I have extra because I'm making extra. Don't worry about me. Focus on you. So I have extra. There we go. Oh, that looks so good. Doesn't it look good, y'all? And like I said, I added more vegetables simply because everybody needs vegetables. Nobody wants to eat vegetables, but you need them. They're good for you. So, you're going to get them today. Now, I know it said the cheese at the end, but y'all know I'm a cheese person. So I'm going to add some cheese, just a little. See, just a little. We're going to mix that up. And I know I done went from glove to no glove to, it's ridiculous. I didn't want it up under my nails, but stuff happens sometimes. Okay. Now, our sauce, as you can see, it has come to a nice little gentle boil. So, I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to add seasoning to it. Now, listen, guys. You can add the Trinity seasoning. I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I don't know if people realize this, but when you cook, especially with cheese, cheese makes its own salt. It's kind of salty. So, you don't really need to add a lot, but you add your salt, add some pepper, and me, today, I am going to add just some Italian seasonings to my sauce. I'm going to stir this up. And then I'm going to transfer it over to my dish. Hey, Priscilla, how are you? Tomorrow's Priscilla's birthday. She does old school Tuesday turn-up, so she won't be on tomorrow because I guess her turn-up has been all week. So, but she will be back next week with an amazing guest. This last week, she had Bow-Legged Lou from Full Force and House Party on. And when I tell you, he was very, very entertaining. I really have to say that that was one of the best interviews thus far. He was really entertaining. Just really. I liked it. So, anywho, we are going to put this in the oven. It's all set, guys. Nothing extra, nothing else to do but to place it in the oven. So as you can see, I have a little left because the sauce may thicken. So as it thickens, what we're going to do, I'm going to add some more. I like my sauce, okay? So we're going to add this to the oven. It don't matter because I don't want them to see the oven. We're going to add that to the oven. And like I said, that's going to cook for about 20 minutes. 20 minutes, guys, on 350. Now listen, if you want to cook it a little longer because your sauce may have been a little bit too thin, that's fine. If it's a little too thick, go ahead. Add water. It's perfectly fine for you to add water to the dish. And it will be okay. Okay? It's okay. It's almost, you cannot mess this up. If you mess this up, join Robert's Club and just hire somebody, okay? But you cannot mess this up. I'm gonna go ahead and plate. I made another dish. Yes, my back is to the camera, so you guys can see the other dish that I made. And as you see, the last 10, 15 minutes, you want to add the more cheese to the top. Oh, delicious, delicious, delicious. Okay, and I am going to plate this wonderful dish. And while I do that, Mr. Producer can get ready to taste. And listen, guys, if you like any of these dishes, please feel free to call 678-769-5594. All I need is 24 hours in advance. If you feel like having anything, if you say today is just not the day I want to cook, and you are in the metro Atlanta area, go ahead, make that call. I got you, okay? That's what I do. My job is to be here for you. Okay, get my tomato slices, and I just salt and peppered a couple of tomato slices. And I am going to add, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Okay. So, that is it, guys. As you can see all the vegetables in it, the noodles, the tomatoes, a slice of bread, a nice, healthy, good meal. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. I have to pat myself on the back. Okay. Now, the plate is ready, and Mr. Producer, he has a surprise for you guys today. And I want to thank everybody that helped me make this surprise come true. So, with no further ado, Mr. Producer Extraordinaire, please join the stage. Now, my producer does not drink, okay? But he loves the Smirnoff Ice. And it's only these, the red, white, and berry. So, guys, if you can find them, send us some. Cash at me, Tammi 1006, Tammi with the I, not a Y. And maybe I give them like $2 to go towards it because I'm still trying to get that food truck. Don't forget, help a sister out. Look at him. Look at my booger. Yes. Yes. See, they can see all of that because I'm so little. I know y'all can't see it, but look. So thank you, Pam. Thank you, everybody that got him into the shirt so we could be uniform and a team. His attitude sucks, John. I should have put more mushrooms in this, but okay. He's gonna try it. Go ahead, Booga.
All right. So, chicken vegetable tetrazzini.
Boo,
Gotta say,
stop trying to pronounce
I'm trying
words.
to ask questions while I eat. So, chicken vegetable tetrazzini. What kind of noodles did you use?
I use fettuccine noodles.
Okay, I could work with that.
What are fettuccine noodles?
They're noodles. That's all I need to know. They're noodles, right? That's all you need to know, right? I'm wearing the shirt, right? Right? Fettuccine noodles. You got
so it's
peppers,
fettuccine noodles.
mushrooms.
I use green peppers,
Corn.
red peppers, yellow peppers, corn, asparagus.
Okay, it's cheesy. I can definitely taste the mushrooms in this. You taste all of the vegetables, the corn. I don't think I got any chicken in that first bite, but it's very cheesy and it's very creamy. That's all I can really say. It's cheesy and creamy, and I taste mushroom.
Is it good?
Yes, actually it is. I'm not, no front. I mean, even though I'm playing with her and joking around, it is good. It's seasoned very well, so she knows the type of seasonings that I like, so that's all that really matters to me. And it seems like it would be a great dish. Clearly you saw that it was done in clearly under an hour. I had the countdown timer coming up. Well, not now because I'm working, or I'm eating, shall we say.
Always.
My belly does not reflect that. Anyway, as I was saying, very cheesy. I definitely taste the vegetables. So if you're looking for a healthy meal, I don't really have any questions, but I mean, I do see the cheese just coming out of the, coming out of it with the steam coming. So I give you, see, look at the cheese right there. Like it's just coming off the fork. So I like it.
So, guys, like I said, this dish right here, I promise you, throw together those vegetables that you already have, and look at him taking this Smirnoff because he don't want me to have it. Go ahead, take those vegetables that you already have in the refrigerator that won't nobody eat. Go ahead and take that leftover chicken, that turkey, that tuna, and do it up. I mean, it's nice and simple and easy and breezy, and I'm trying to get this food truck, guys. Trying to get this food truck. My goal is to hit $8,000. If I can get $8,000, then I can try to find a decent food truck. So if anybody wants to help, wants to contribute, my Cash App is Tammy with the I 1006. So please, guys, help a sister out. And don't forget, these shows come on every Tuesday, 5 p.m. only on YouTube. Hit the spot, 1006. If you haven't already, subscribe. Our 100th subscriber will get a dinner for two if you're in the metro Atlanta area. Sammy and John, we're just gonna have to figure something out. Maybe overnight it or something like that. But hey, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, okay? If you like any of these dishes, my fish fry, I don't know if you guys, I have told you guys, but fish was really not something that I really wanted to do, but it has become, my fish fry has become infamous around these parts. So my fish fry is every first Friday of the month. next week will be the last week of the show until the fall. So I will still try to post because I love you guys. I don't want to leave you. But I will still try to post quick and simple ideas or hints or tips of, and like I said, any feedback, please, I welcome all feedback. It's greatly appreciated and needed, and I can't wait until next week. Next week's dish is a surprise. You have to stay tuned. Check us out on Sunday, and we will let you know exactly what's in store for you on Tuesday, okay? And I will see you next week. I'm going to go ahead and finish enjoying this dish right here. And you guys, I hope that you were able to enjoy. Send me pictures. Let me know how it turned out. Let me know what modifications that you made. Everybody makes their own modifications. And let me know how everything works out. And I will see you next week. Same time, same place. Bye. What's the sub button? Yes. Thank you. That's don't tell me. I said don't tell me. I was gonna figure it out. I don't know. That's why I ain't saying nothing this time. John said, you love me so much you can see it on his face. Really, John. Really. Because the words that become, he's being so nice. Maybe because he knows that his people is watching. I'm not yelling yet, John. He let me know he's still recording, so I gotta wait. But in about 2 minutes, I will be. Boo, you should have tasted the tomatoes. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. No, I don't have nothing crazy to say this time. You want me to say something? Huh? I didn't touch nothing. This is really good. I did good. Goodbye. Love y'all. Look at my John. Look at my John. Aw.